Successfully, we are able to register user, but here we are having lot of issues. So inside the database, we are having this username, email. Now what I will do, I will use the same email. I will be using the same username. Okay, I'm showing all the possible issues. Let me write Khanam. Let me select this. Password, I will write 123456. Confirm password, only 123. Address, Chennai. Mobile number, I will be writing short. Now I will click on register. You can see again data is been inserted inside the database. Same username, same email, passwords were not matching, and also whatever password we are entering inside the database, it is in normal text format. Mobile number should be having 10 digits, but here you can see I have only entered 7 digits. Then also data has been inserted inside the database. So now we are going to fix all these issues. Now open user registration.php. Below all these variables, I will be checking if condition. If, okay, inside all the input fields, we have given this required attribute, but here in PHP also, we are going to check for the condition. Here I will write empty. Okay, if my user field is empty, let me write here username, same thing copy. Here I will be pasting username field is empty or email is empty. Let me just write again, copy, paste, again paste, paste, paste. Username, email, then we are having password, then we have address, copy paste, contact number, copy paste, and then finally we are having user image. So if any one of the field is empty, then we have to throw the error. Later on, we will see how to display the toast messages, but as of now, let me simply echo, please fill all the required fields. Okay, later on, instead of adding this normal echo, we are going to display the toast messages, but as of now, simply I'm going to pass this text. This is the first condition. Then next, else if, next, I'm just going to validate the mobile number. If I am not having 10 digits, then data should not be inserted inside the database. So here I will be using this preg match, and inside this I'm just going to pass this condition. Okay, here I will be writing this caret symbol. My digit has to be 10. So in this way we are just going to write, and after that I have to pass this dollar symbol. So what I am telling, if it is not matching or if I am not having 10 digits, and for which field we are checking for this user contact. I will copy and paste. Okay, if I am not having 10 digits for this mobile number, then what I will do, copy this. Here I will be pasting. Inside this, I'm just going to write mobile number must be exactly 10 digits. Okay, all good. We have checked for two conditions. Next, we are going to check for password and confirm password. So here I will write else if password, let me copy user password. If it is not equal to user confirm password, copy and paste. If both are not equal, then what I have to do, I just have to echo this password do not match. Okay, after checking all this condition, this entire thing will be inside the else part. So scroll down, and here I'm just going to close my else part. But before inserting the data inside the database, I will be checking if the data is already present inside the database or not. So for that, I'm just going to write the select query. Here I will write check query is equal to select star from user table, where what all I have to check, I will be checking username and email. And for both, I'm just going to pass the placeholder. Why? Because for inserting, I just want to show you how this prepare statement will be working. So I'm selecting all the data from the database where username, whatever user is entering, if that is matching inside the database, or if the email is matching inside the database or not. And after that, same thing, we have to prepare for the statement. Here I will write statement check. Okay, you can give any variable. Statement check is equal to whatever variable we have created. Copy this variable. Then I'm just going to pass this connection variable, prepare statement, and inside this I'm just going to pass this check query. Then next, we have to bind the parameters statement check bind param, and both are string. So I will be passing 2s. Then what I have to bind? I have to bind this username. I will copy and paste. And then what I have to pass? I have to pass this user email. So in this way, we can easily prevent SQL injection attacks. And once it is done, then next what we have to do? We have to execute this one. So here I will write statement check execute. Okay, it is not going to stop here. Once I have executed how many results I am having, I have to get all the result. So for that, I will be creating one variable result is equal to statement check, and inside this we are having one function get result. So using this, from this query how many result, okay, if this query is matching, if username and email is matching, I will be having some result. I'm just going to access all the result. If I am having some data from here, okay, from this query, which means that username or that email is already present inside the database. So what I will do, below this, I'm just going to check for the condition. If my result, inside this, I will access number of rows. How many rows of data I have got? If I have got any rows of data, that means that username or email is already present. So if number of rows is greater than 0, then what I will do, copy this echo, paste it here. I will write email or username already exists. I hope you are clear with this. Else, if it is not existing, then what I have to perform? I have to perform this entire operation. Okay, close this closing if, and before inserting the password, we have to hash the password. Okay, if the username or email is already present, here itself our execution will be stopping. If it is not present, then before inserting the data inside the database, we have to hash the password. So here I will create one variable hashed password is equal to, I will use this password hash function. Using this, we will not be storing normal text inside the database. First thing, which field we have to hash? We have to hash this user password, and next value, I will be passing this password default. So using this, we are simply going to hash our password, and inside the database, instead of storing user password, what we will be sending? We will be sending this hashed password. Okay, these are the changes you have to do. Okay, successfully everything is done. We are checking for empty fields. Then we are checking for contact number. Okay, this should not be closing here. In this way, we have to close. Then we are checking for password and confirm password. Then we are checking whether username or email is already present inside the database. If it is present, show this. If it is not present, hash the password, move the uploaded file and insert the data inside the database. So we are checking for empty fields. If any one of the field is empty, then we have to echo this. And also we are checking for mobile number. Okay, in this way we have to close. And here after this caret, we are just going to put this slash. Okay, simple mistakes while coding. Then next we are checking for password and confirm password. And then we are selecting the data. If the username or email is already present inside the database, simply throw the error. If not, then hash the password, move the images to the folder and insert the data inside the database. Now let us check if all the validations what we have applied, if it is working or not. I will write Khanam. Email, I will write khanam1 at gmail.com. Instead of Khanam, let me write Seema. Choose file. I have selected this profile picture. Passwords, I will be writing this one. Confirm password. Address. Now mobile number, I'm just going to give less than 10 digits. Click on register. You can see I am having mobile number must be exactly 10 digits. Come to database. You can see inside the database no data will be inserted. Okay, successfully mobile validation is working. Now I will be writing Khanam. Khanam1 at gmail.com. Let me write Seema. Choose file. Now passwords. Let me just write 123. Confirm password. Some random password. Address. And then I will be passing exact 10 digits. Click on register. Now you can see passwords do not match. Okay, two validations done. Again, I will write Seema khanam1@gmail.com. Choose file. Now password I will be giving correct. Confirm password I will give correct. Chennai 10 digits number. Click on register. Now you can see username or email already exist. Why? Because Hanam1 is already present inside the database. So when we are checking this query, okay, this one in total I am having two results. Why? Because in both the rows I am having two results and number of rows is greater than 0, which means username or email is already present inside the database. Now last, finally, we are going to give the correct value and we will be inserting the data. Password 1234, confirm password same, address Mysore and mobile number I will be passing 10 digits. Now click on register. Successfully user is been registered. As of now, we are not having any indication, but let me come here. Refresh once. Now you can see this Seema data is inserted. Now instead of passing this plain text password, I am having this hashed password. Let me just decrease the size. And also whatever image, mobile number, each and everything will be inserted. And inside this user area, now you can see I am having these images as well. Now what I will do, I am having two users with the same name. I am just going to delete this row. Now inside the user table, I am having two users, Hanam and Seema, and for both we are having different values. And here also we are having text. So what I will do, this also I am just going to delete. Okay, all good. Successfully everything is working. But if we are registering user, we should be having some indication that user has been registered, welcome to website. So for all that, instead of displaying normal messages, we are going to display toast message. Next lecture, we will be working on toast notifications.